So into the arena steps the accomplished figure of Aoife O'Rourke, 27 years of age, the reigning European Continental Champion at 75 kilograms, adding to the European Games success that she won the year before in the edition in Poland. Her opponent is from right here in Serbia, and that is Nikolina GAJIC, 24 years of age, from the Serbian capital Belgrade, bronze medalist in last year's European Championships in the Serbian capital. Contesting her second IBA Senior World Championships, having been eliminated in the second preliminary round at the edition in India, down at 70 kilograms in 2023. Mr. Stephen Masiambumbi is our referee. And we are underway. This is action in the 75 kilogram middleweight division. It's a contest between boxers from Ireland and Serbia. The boxer wearing red, operating out of the orthodox stance, is Aoife O'Rourke. So much success in recent times on the continental stage. 2022 and 2024 European titles, both of them coming at 75 kilogram middleweight. Her opponent, wearing blue, is Nikolina GAJIC, 24 years of age, from the Serbian capital of Belgrade. So operating out of center ring is O'Rourke, as the boxers seeking to find the distance with their jabs, just feinting over that front foot now as they continue to shape up nicely. So just on the edge of range, left hook, right hand attempted by GAJIC. Wonderful left-right combination from O'Rourke. She followed it up with another left jab to make it a two-phase attack. And it's O'Rourke on the front foot looking to back up GAJIC now. Referee allowing the two boxers to work on the inside. Good work to the body. Terrific digging downstairs from O'Rourke, after GAJIC tucked up tightly to repel the shots that were fired upstairs. And now O'Rourke just stamping over that front foot, trying to feint, and a jolting left jab once again in between the low-held defenses of GAJIC, looping left hand this time. And O'Rourke, in a real purple patch of this opening round, has found her timing and distance very effectively, particularly behind that lead left hand. Working her way to the body to catch GAJIC as she attempted to disengage. And there you see in stark contrast GAJIC inaccurate with her attempted 1-2. So closing seconds of the opening round. And it's O'Rourke who has been particularly effective behind her lead left hand. He set up so many of her successful attacks. Mr. Zor Antia in the ropes for the Irish coach, for the Irish team as the coach. Some of the action from the first 3 minutes. So a 3-2 split in favor of O'Rourke. Judges 2 and 3 preferring the work of GAJIC. As we move into the second round, O'Rourke taking the first on a 3-2 split. GAJIC has come out altogether more quickly to begin this second round. She was caught by a flashing left hook from the Tokyo Olympian O'Rourke. Lost to the eventual silver medalist Li Qian of China in the first preliminary round of the delayed Tokyo Olympic Games. And look at that work to the body. Digging in downstairs is O'Rourke, while GAJIC was trying to land her own successes during that exchange. So GAJIC, circumnavigating the ring, tries a right-hand lead. Wasn't too far away, but O'Rourke kept the attack going. Both of these women reigning national champions of their respective homelands, as again it's the busier boxer, body work, and then coming through with a left hook and straight right to the head from O'Rourke. And again, clumping left jab, thudded home from O'Rourke. Counter left jab, and another one. 2 quick jabs after the mouthpiece of GAJIC was dislodged. So the referee, as is his prerogative, calling time to get the mouthpiece rinsed and reinserted immediately. O'Rourke sent to a neutral corner. No coaching supposed to take place during those interludes. But this, a really terrific passage of the round for O'Rourke. GAJIC, to her credit, after being edged out in the opening round 3-2. Look at the pressure she's being put under here. It's sustained pressure. And O'Rourke content to let punches land wherever they may. Now, what's the problem here? I think a point's going to be deducted, and it's for excessive holding. So GAJIC's problems mounting by the minute here, because she's got a marauding O'Rourke in front of her, who has been scoring beautifully to the body, bringing the attacks upstairs, and to gain some respite from this incessant pressure as she burrows away down to the body once again, O'Rourke. GAJIC resorting to holding, having difficulties with the sight line of her head guard as well. Then she's been deducted a point for excessive holding as she's worked over downstairs once more, ended by a beautiful left jab upstairs from O'Rourke. And look at O'Rourke work the body, and it brings about a standing count. GAJIC has been outworked considerably and consistently in this second round. Still 30 seconds to make it back to the sanctuary of her blue corner, and O'Rourke has just gone to an altogether higher gear, and GAJIC hasn't been able to go with her. She's struggling to keep her shape. She's been touched up to both head and body once again during this coming together. She's already been warned for holding, and look at that headlock she employed there. And the referee telling her in no uncertain terms that she is not to employ that tactic. It's illegal. It's already cost her a point deduction. Oh, that's a cracking right hand, and then more good work to the body. A dominant 3 minutes of boxing produced by O'Rourke. And GAJIC's problems were considerable in that second round, because she was outboxed, outworked, outthought, and indeed outfought. And then she was hit with a point deduction for excessive holding. So let's take a look at the scores. It's got to be a clean sweep of the cards. And indeed it is. 2 10-8 scores returned from judges 1 and 5 from Thailand and Turkmenistan respectively. And the point deduction will be taken into account as well when the final scores are tallied. So as we move into the third round, O'Rourke of Ireland in red has put herself in a dominant position on the scorecards with work such as this. Gets into her range using good feints, good ring craft, and then when she gets to short ranges, she slaps her opponent with a left jab. Counter left hook is a beauty. It was a long looping shot which came over the low-held right of GAJIC. And GAJIC feinting, stamping over the front foot while being stationary here, because I'm not sure she's got the energy to move around the boxing ring and punch at the same time. There she's picked off by a flashing right hand from O'Rourke. 40 seconds gone in this final round. O'Rourke, one of 8 boxers here for the Irish team. And GAJIC, one of 12 boxers on a full-size Serbian boxing team. The home nation entering a boxer in each of the available 12 weight classes. While O'Rourke continuing to cut a controlling figure up in the boxing ring, as again a double jab snaps into the chin of GAJIC, and another one completely disrupting the boxing stance of GAJIC, and she's been put under sustained pressure once again, backing up under fire to both head and body, punctuated by a left uppercut, and it brings about the second standing count to the contest. Just beyond the halfway stage, and the referee happy for the contest to continue. But again, I think GAJIC is doing a good job presenting a poker face here. But you can see, I think she's in that really difficult place of being able to either hit or move, but she cannot do both. And O'Rourke producing a controlled performance here, not necessarily going in search of the finish or to blast her opponent out, but she's controlled things behind her jab. And then when she's got into this type of territory, her body punching has been a joy to behold. And she's a long limb middleweight, is O'Rourke. Tall, well-coordinated, broad-shouldered boxer, but the manner in which she's quarried away to the body has been really impressive. Attempted to do so there, but only found the forearms of GAJIC as she attempts a roundhouse right, which went on a circuitous route in search of O'Rourke. So O'Rourke perhaps just in bout management mode here now. Won't want to run into a stray elbow or an accidental clash of heads to pick up a nick which could impair her ability to compete in Sunday's gold medal bout, because surely that is where she is heading as the 10-second clapper sounds here at the Chayat Arena. It's been a quite magnificent display for Ireland's O'Rourke, and it will be the Irish boxer who will be progressing through to contest World Championship gold. Again, contrasting body language evident in the corners of the respective boxers. Celebrations in the red corner for Ireland's O'Rourke, altogether more subdued in the blue corner of Serbia's Nikolina GAJIC. 2 standing counts, one in the second round, one in the third, and the one in the second round came from body shots, and this, the contest in microcosm, because it's body shots punctuated by that cracking left uppercut. O'Rourke, a dominant victor. And there is confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory for Ireland's O'Rourke, the tournament #1 seed, underlining her pre-championship credentials as the boxer to beat at 75 kilograms. And she will go through to contest championship gold in Sunday's final. Some of the action from what was a brilliant performance by the tournament #1 seed, and Nikolina GAJIC, in her second appearance at a senior IBA World Championships, comes away with a bronze medal and $50,000 US to boot. Good performance by her during the course of the tournament, but it's O'Rourke who remains in contention for top spot on the podium. Much to the